GearNetwork.com.
Hello.
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 Hi, Canada.
Hello, Dawn.
Hi, China.
How are you?
Do you know we have a lot of listeners in China?
Oh, we have a lot of listener in China.
Now we have last things.
We have a lot in China, and we say, hello. We have a guest today here on Get Ready America. One is an African American.
That's you. That is me.
And the other one, his name is Xavier Fate.
Yes. I'm a month and a half at work. Oh.
Welcome, everyone, to Get Ready America. And yes, as the wonderful, horrible Asian voice I did, hello, China. Seriously, on a serious note, thank you for listening. You guys are awesome, and I'm very surprised that you understand me. But I have Dawn here pouring a nice glass of wine here. I've got the Blue Moon going, and our guests, the Indie Card Mafia, if you will.
Yeah.
Eric, Emanon, and Xavier Fate. They're joining us live in the studio. Welcome, gentlemen.
What's going on, Gear Network?
Yes,
in the
yes.
world?
Yes, the world, ladies and gentlemen. The world. All right. We got them. We're going to talk to them about some pro wrestling, of course, because we all know that's my background. I do. I said doo-doo. Yes, I did.
That was great.
I'll talk some pro wrestling. We're going to get into the Red Wings home opener. That was today, and Dawn and I, we were there.
We were.
It was a dramatic end. Oh, my God, I can't speak. My English is no good. It was a dramatic walk-off, 2-run home run at the end, bottom of the ninth.
That's amazing.
We were not there for that.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Imagine that.
That's like leaving the game at the bottom of the 19th.
That's like the fourth time that happened. Oh, yeah. Let's not go there, Faith.
Oh, no, we can totally go there.
we can't. Shut up, Eric.
My team lost. Two wins in 14 hours. Go Red Sox.
Shut up, Eric. I would say that
hope you choke on that.
I would say you played half the Yankees today.
But you
played
half the Yankees.
But everybody's playing half the Yankees this year. But I'm a Yankees fan, and I can say that, Fate.
It's fine.
All right.
Fine. I'm not going to punch Eric for it.
you can punch him all you want. All right, but first, before we go ahead and get into the show, we got to give some love to Amazon. GearNetwork.com/Amazon. You can shop for a whole plethora of things. A plethora of things. I bought an Xbox plug-and-play charger on Gear Network's Amazon.
You did.
I bought you a watch.
You did. I think we talked about that.
No, I made a commercial that I have not yet aired.
Oh, sorry.
Spoiler alert. Way to go, Dawn. Nice job.
I haven't heard that, but now I don't want to hear the commercial anymore.
Shut up, Eric. I have a feeling I'm going to say "shut up, Eric" a lot.
Yes,
but
that's exactly what I say.
But yes, for those of you that have bought through Gear Network Amazon, and of course we see the numbers. We are a small business, folks, and it really does help when I say that it helps us. It does help us a lot.
It helps when you say it helps.
It does.
Damn it! If you say it helps, it helps.
Oh, here we go. You get a couple glasses of wine in her, and she's going off, baby. You going off.
We here at the IndyCard Mafia say it helps, so it helps.
Hey, John.
Dr. Rose.
Since you like to talk about China, did you know that despite...
Wait, should I cue the bumper music for this yet?
Despite a population of over 1 billion, China only has about 200 different family names?
Yeah, they all end in Ching, Wong, and Ming.
Chow.
I'm part Chinese, I can say that.
Listen, it's kind of like saying, all the Spanish people, all their last names end in Z. So
Lopez, Gonzalez,
Mendez,
Rodriguez, Mendez,
Rivera. Oh wait,
that's literally not a Z. That's the other side of the alphabet.
Yes,
starting with an A.
Yes,
Sometimes
thank you.
We go from Z to A.
All right, but anyways, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for shopping through Gear Network's Amazon. We have the song of the month. It is from the Empire soundtrack. It is You're So Beautiful. It is Dawn's dedicated song to me.
Aww.
She dedicated that song to me. It was amazing.
I did not.
Or maybe it was the other way around.
Such thing.
But you can buy it through there. Hey, May the 4th be with you, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars, folks. Star Wars, folks. Yes, I am not a Star Wars fan at all.
That is the worst use of my birthday ever.
I am not. Oh, that's your birthday?
Yeah.
Everybody has a birthday. So
I thought we were the heels.
listen, listen.
Not
You talk
here.
about heel. Who
This
do you
is this
think?
man's radio show.
Who do you think inspired him?
That's very true.
Tiger Smith.
No.
Oh.
Who's that?
Come on, he's way better than
I'm kidding. But anyways, Star Wars. Star Wars people. I told you, get ready, America. This is what it is. Jesus, how many did you drink?
One.
Don't tell me.
Today.
Today.
One today.
One today.
One today. Well, last night we drank
a
until like
lot.
2 a.m.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Let's see. Did you just see the look on his face when he said that? He was like, last night we drank until 2 a.m.
You cannot even say the man who went into a hot tub with another man and drank can say nothing about these two drinking all
I
night
wanna
and
hear a
giving each
story.
other looks.
If anyone
You
looks
hot
back-
tub soaked with another man.
I did?
Wow.
You know.
Yeah, okay, I know.
He knows.
I know nothing.
Uh-huh.
He knows. Neither does the Gear Network. But
Yeah.
I think they want it.
All right, indeed.
And it may or may not have involved Vajankle. I'm not sure.
Whoa, bitch ankle.
Listen,
That was a great
listen,
episode.
that's the Gear Network Hall of Fame, right?
I know. I
Vajankle to
remember.
you.
I heard it.
Yes.
I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Listen, that thing took. If there is and I said this before in a previous podcast, but if anybody from the Vajankle Company is listening, and you have a spike in sales in either China or Western New York, you have her to thank. You have Dawn to thank for that.
Most of my Guinness when he said Vajankle.
Vajankle.
Did you not hear the Vajankle
I
episode?
am at some point. I will buy one, and it will go in the studio in like a case. Well, I'm gonna
get it
put it in a
bronze?
case.
Set
Get it
up
bronze. Get it bronze.
Get it bronze. I'll see if I can get it bronze.
A bronze
bronze
Vajankle.
Vajankle.
That's amazing.
You know what? You could use that as a fantasy football trophy. It's a traveling trophy.
We should.
You get
It'll
last
be the
place. You
Gear
get the bronze
Network.
Vajankle.
I would think that somebody might want it to be the first
We can
place
make it the
trophy.
Mr.
You know what?
Flower.
I would pay to be in your league and bomb just so I could have the bronze Vajankle. Because I mean, that's such a conversation piece.
Drafting nothing but punters.
You put it on your fireplace on the mantle. What's that? Oh, it's just a bronze Vajankle.
It's funny. You're talking about drafting all punters. Have you ever gone and done a like a mock draft, like a mock fantasy football draft? Do you understand how angry these people get when you like just mess with them? Like I did this and we're running a little long in the pre-show here, but it's okay because I own the goddamn show and the goddamn network. But I last year I made sure to mock draft no less than 6 times a day. And it was funny because the people, they get like they hulk up, they get mad, and you could tell like they're typing the keep or typing with such venom when you draft. Here's something for you to do. Next time when fantasy football opens and they open the mock drafts, just go into the search, type the last name Brown. Draft everybody with the last name Brown. And it works awesome because you can get the Browns defense in on it too.
That's great.
Wait a minute, I'm
You
a
could
Brown
have
fan.
a whole team
boy.
full of people named Brown, and it pisses people off. You can also, if you do it through ESPN, they like never like take away retired people, it seems.
That's great.
I drafted Jeff Garcia first overall. They got mad. And then people slam the door and they're like, "You effing a-hole. Why can't you just draft normal?" It's like, because it's a mock draft, you freaking nerd. But, all right, we ready?
Don't forget about the Aaron Hernandez mock drafts you did.
Oh, you know what? Aaron Hernandez, he did make his way in there a few
those are
times.
great.
Definitely.
Did I post that or something?
Me and you talked about it.
Oh.
Because we talked about who's going to do it at the Wolfensteiner Football League. We talked about who we were going to draft him before, and you drafted him before I could.
I did,
So
didn't
I
I?
drafted Garcia because he was gone. I was like pouring it out for my homie.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
That draft must
amazing.
have been killer.
Oh,
I hate myself. Hate everything. You have sound effects for that, right? Just make that happen.
Oh, I have sound effects.
Absolutely terrible. Hate myself.
All right. On that note, I'm going to cue the bumper. Thank you, Fate.
Killed that.
Thank you, Fate, for killing the goddamn segment.
Kill, fake, kill.
This is a Gear Network production.
Farms, may I help you?
Yes, per favore, piacere. Io sono Michele Agliano. I wonder if maybe there is an opening for a pharmacist in your company.
Not at this store.
No, wait. Every time I call up, every place they tell me that I can't speak good English, and that sometimes I have had a problem before in the past with putting the wrong medication in the bag. But because I've been watching a lot of game shows on television, the English is very good. Do you have to have a college degree to be a pharmacist?
Do you have something better to do than bother me tonight?
Perché? Perché?
Beg your pardon?
Io non sono okay? Do I have what?
It's like, do you have something better to do than bother me tonight?
No, I called this to get the job.
There is no job offer in here.
But this is the medical line of opportunity. I came to a store one time. There was a very nice lady. And I'm from Italy. And I've done this before many times in the past. And I wonder if there's a job. But does this make you angry? If I call, I'm sorry.
Yes, you need a college degree.
You know, you seem to be a little bit, come si chiama in inglese? Rude.
I'm really busy here. I need, if you...
Yeah, you got a job. You're busy. I'm here, come si chiama in inglese, fanning my balls, doing nothing, trying to find a job.
Well, I'm
and
not...
I got some smart ass telling me that I'm somehow interrupting this big job you got to do. Sticchiato.
Coming to you live from the Gear Network studios in Rochester, New York, and broadcast worldwide on GearNetwork.com. This is Get Ready America.
If anybody ever looked at my internet search history on show days, they would seriously be like, this bitch is f***ed up.
Why is that?
Well, I can't tell you what I just searched, but I mean, I had the Vajenko on there, like, weirdest sex toys, like, stuff like that. They'd probably be like, this girl's a freak.
I now need you to
Wait, hold on. Don't Google it just yet. I've actually started rolling, and before, you know what?
You have to do it on show.
Oh, no, yes, we need to do it on the show. So, Eric, please take his phone from him.
All right, no.
Because I don't want him to try and do it before he does it. If he's never seen it, I want him to see it on air here. So, all right. Welcome, everyone, to Get Ready America. From coast to coast, continent to continent, and border to border. From China to Canada. Hello, Canada. Oh, all right, whatever.
Oh, Canada.
Canada doesn't even give us love.
Canada gives us
We have
love.
like one listener in Canada.
They
It's,
gave us hockey.
Nick Vickers is a very nice
it's Nick
individual.
Vickers.
But, all
Nick
right.
Vickers' voice, the first time I heard him talk, I was like, your voice does not match your body. I love you. You're a great guy.
Oh, I love Nick
But
Vickers.
when he came in, I was like, hi, I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. He goes, hey, man, how you doing? Whoa. Not what I expected to come out of you.
Oh, we love you, Nick Vickers.
Great guy.
All right, this is Get Ready America on GearNetwork.com. Hello, everyone. I am John Cimino, the JC to JCDC. Joining me, as always, my better half, the DC, Mrs. Dawn Cimino. Say hello, Dawn.
Hello.
And, of course, our guests this week, the Indie Card Mafia.
The punk rock prodigy, Eric Emanon. The weapon wolf, Xavier Fate.
Or something, yes.
Something like that.
Yes,
Killing,
all
killing.
right. And, you know, it's funny, we were talking about fantasy leagues here. Did you know we also have a partnership with FanDuel? We do! Yes! So check this. So and for you listeners here, let's just face it. You don't want to bore yourself for 6 months in a regular fantasy baseball league. Your team probably sucks. If you're mad and you're going to end up just letting everybody go into DL and letting people run roughshod over you all the time, why don't you sign up for a one-day fantasy baseball league? But if you win, you get your money, honey. That day. It is one day. You can buy in for as little as $2. That's right, $2, and you can turn water into wine. $2 into 20. You could be like Tim from North Carolina here, who won 20 grand in a week.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. It's FanDuel. Visit GearNetwork.com/FanDuel. Did he cheat?
He's trying to.
I'm really not.
You son of a bitch.
He's
Don't
just
you?
like, you can tell that he doesn't like to be too far away from his phone.
No, he
That's
doesn't.
the problem. He's like, my
when I'm
phone's over
answering- when I'm
here. I don't know
answering text
what.
messages,
He's like, I don't know
Listen, I
what
wanna be
message I'm going to get
rude.
that Eric's going to see.
Listen,
care.
priorities, pal. Priorities, pal. You are on a podcast. You tell that whoever you're texting to wait,
Okay.
unless it's baby
You're
mama.
Marty. You're Marty.
I'm Marty. That's cool. You're the one going through a window, fool.
Aww.
I'm sorry, Marty Giannetti. If you're listening, I respect you for taking that window bump, but I'm sorry it killed your career.
I'm not sorry, I met you.
Listen. I was little known fact. I was supposed to work Marty Jannetty back in 2005.
Yeah.
It was just after he got released from WWE when he had that little short program.
Yeah.
And then Casper was trying to work with getting him into RCW, and he wanted me there. I wasn't at RCW at the time, the original RCW, not this Tony the Butler RCW. But
hey, I'll give that kid credit where credit's due. I worked with him today, and that kid's he's doing some good things. He's developing into his own. He's actually like starting to grow as a person, like as a worker, I should say. You know, he's definitely taking the training to heart. And,
oh yeah.
Well, I don't know him. Honestly, I don't know him, so that's the only way I can kind of associate the difference. The difference of RCW talk.
One's Rock City Wrestling, the other's Rochester Championship Wrestling.
Whatever, same thing.
They're all the same.
But anyways, it was supposed to be set in stone. I was supposed to work Marty Jannetty. Then he got placed in the house arrest.
What?
Couldn't you remember that? He could not leave his home in Virginia. And so that didn't happen, and of course I didn't wrestle Marty Jannetty.
That's so interesting.
Isn't it, though?
I mean, wow. I'm amazed.
Hi, Dawn. How's it going?
Great.
All right. So with our guests here, we are kind of just winging it like we usually do. And it was brought to our attention that Xavier Fate over here doesn't know what the vajankle is.
Oh wait, so I am.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna pull up my phone so I can show it to you.
So no, he wants to pull it up on his phone.
This.
So
I love my search history. It is so messed up.
So right now, Xavier Fate is going to look for the vajankle. I'm going to cue some funny music that they can't hear now.
Am I about to hate my life?
But they will when they listen. So
we may, I don't know, because we really haven't talked about it, but we may possibly have somebody with a foot fetish in the house right now.
We might.
We've yet to have one. No.
You know what I think I'm going to do?
Someday we will have one.
Right now.
Okay, am I spelling this right?
In honor.
J-A-N.
No.
Like veg ankle.
Like vagina.
Oh, okay, that's a G then.
Yes. I'm going to play the Masters theme right now because it's Masters season.
Alright, should I Instagram this or should I record it?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to record it because this is just going to be too long.
I'm going to hit search.
Hang on, let me get my gym dance going. Xavier Fate.
Ready?
Doing the search.
Ready?
Go ahead.
You'll have to...
What? That is not a real thing, is it? Is it
It is, and if you want, you can customize and have the open...
Listen, they got people wanting to put teeth in them.
Put teeth in. You can move the opening in between the toes.
Xavier Fate seriously looks like he's...
Eric, I'm about to throw up what you cooked for dinner.
I will tell you what. Those who know me know Those who know me.
You'll see it in high heels and with nail polish and all kinds of fun stuff.
Listen.
Is that even barefoot at that point? I don't know.
No, that's not a barefoot.
It's a severed foot.
It is not a tasty Moscato.
I will tell you this. Those that know me know I like to play the race card, and I joke about race. Right now, Xavier literally just turned whiter than Eric when he saw that picture.
And you'll be able to find it on Instagram through @EricEmanon or Twitter @EricEmanon or Tumblr, whichever. I think it's what's our Tumblr account? It's like the IndyCard Mafia or IndyCard Mafia on Tumblr.
Yeah.
What the hell's Tumblr?
It's like a photo dump site where like you can. It's like Instagram, but like
terrible for porn.
On it's on
terrible and for
on
porn.
the web.
That's all
it's terrible and for porn apparently.
Okay.
That's all Tumblr stuff.
Yo, look at your face though.
I just got tagged. I'm gonna take a look at this. Look at that face.
If I could screenshot that was amazing.
That is not a real thing. It's not. It can't be a real thing. Who does that?
You can customize and have...
Wow. You know, the best thing about Instagram is that these videos, they can play in a constant loop.
Yeah.
So now, Eric, you have it forever. Anytime you just want to torture Fate, you can just play that in a constant loop and turn him whiter than you.
Our next trip to Indiana. Going back to Indiana.
Did you see it in the high heel yet?
I did.
You know what? You know what's even funnier?
Why am I still looking?
The funnier thing
It's
is
one of
you go
those
to the
things, dude. You
website
can't like
and
look. You can't look away
read
from
the
it.
comments, 'cause that's,
You got to read the comments on some of those things. Dawn read a couple of those on the air a couple of weeks back, and I was in tears. I could not stop laughing at those.
Scared.
I wonder if there's like Amazon reviews for it.
and somebody wanted to know if they were going to make an armpit one.
Oh my god! Yes. Oh yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. The Vajankle, Dawn, I'll tell you, it's the gift that keeps on giving. No matter what. It was like, all right. The only relatable thing that I can throw out there as a story for reaction wise, it was I think 2006 or 2007 where I saw a South Park episode where the internet was gone.
Yeah.
Right, and Randy Marsh couldn't stand not having the internet. So
I know what you're talking about.
So they go down to California where there's this little thing of internet. They're traveling there. Oh, hey, phone. They're traveling to get to the internet, and they have limited internet. It's like seriously, it's like a concentration camp or something.
Yeah.
With people that have a certain amount of internet time, and they can't do this, and Randy Marsh breaks in, and what does he go and he looks for? Brazilian fart porn. So
That's a thing.
So now we watched the director's commentary over the episode because I was just interested to hear that sometimes. And Trey is it Trey Stone or Trey Parker? I don't know. Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Trey Parker says, if you want to see one of the funniest things in the world, Google Brazilian fart porn. Mm-hmm. You will laugh hysterically.
Oh, why is my curiosity getting the best of me?
Oh, Fate's curiosity is getting the best of them.
This could be an interesting night.
So
Can we have one show without talking about porn? Jesus.
Well, we had 20 of them before. So
20 seems like a good even number.
So I Googled it,
and so did I, and I'm really sad.
It's actually a thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Oh, it is. It is a real thing, and it's very funny.
Not even going to put on audio,
especially if you haven't seen it. So the best reaction that I could give is that when I first showed it to the John.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's could have been great.
The John looked like he was laughing, but he was freaked out at the same time.
What's my reaction?
Fate's gonna.
Oh God! Why?
Fate's gonna listen. When y'all are asleep at night, Fate's gonna be awake in the middle of the night looking at that damn thing.
I might.
You know what?
Traumatized.
He's gonna be sleeping on my lounge tonight downstairs. Luckily, it's a nice white leather.
White leather?
Yeah.
I will clean it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't he so fancy with his white leather? I bought that couch. I bought that couch from a guy who owned a studio, and his studio I think ran some fetish films, and I'm pretty sure my couch was possibly used as a casting couch.
Can you perhaps get a hold of him and see if you can find somebody with a foot fetish? Because I really want to interview somebody with a foot fetish and ask them why.
I probably could.
I cannot for the life of me understand why.
I have
that
such a
would be
Facebook
thing.
reach right now. My reach on social media is ridiculous.
I mean, I'm almost
all right,
scared to
Eric.
talk
Well, you know
about
what?
that.
Besides creating logos for us, which you have done, and I thank you for that.
Thank you.
I'm putting you to work.
He's a good
Thank
person.
you.
I'm putting you to work.
Yeah.
Find somebody with a foot fetish, and we can try and get a vajankle.
But not like crazy.
Facebooking it right now.
No, yeah, we don't want like crazy
Maybe
people.
a phone call.
Yeah, they can call in.
You know any workers that have a foot fetish?
I'm sure there's plenty.
Probably.
While you guys ponder that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk about a little bit of the Red Wings. I got some wrestling questions I want to ask these gentlemen here, and I kind of gave Fate a little bit of a preview earlier, and he was burning.
Do we have to? We have to.
We might. I don't know. I may sweeten up the deal. Maybe.
Xavier Fate, can you tell me about...
Shut up! No, I'm not going to do that. This is Get Ready America on Gear Radio Network.
You're listening to Get Ready America on the Gear Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Perez here, telling you about FanDuel's one-day fantasy baseball leagues. Every day you pick the player you want, you can pick a whole team, and play for real money against other users. FanDuel has over 20,000 one-day leagues, so joining in is never an issue. Also, there's no daily commitment, so you play whenever you want. The best part? Over $2 million in prizes every single day. And if you sign up through GearNetwork.com/FanDuel, you help support the network and keep this podcast free.
An iPad Bluetooth keyboard case, a phone case, an Xbox One plug-and-play charger, and a watch for the missus. Those are just a few things that I've purchased since January, since the year turned 2015, through Gear Network's Amazon page, and I invite you and everybody you know and love to join us in purchasing through GearNetwork.com/Amazon. Right now, everything from spring cleanup to summer fun is available through our Amazon store. You also can get free 2-day shipping with Amazon Prime. I'm a member and you could be too, free for 30 days when you go through our link at GearNetwork.com. Prime membership not only offers you access to free 2-day shipping, but the instant streaming of thousands of movies and TV shows with new exclusives being added all the time, as well as early access to lightning deals on Amazon. And right now, if you upgrade to the new Samsung Galaxy S6 or S6 Edge through our Amazon page, you will receive $30 in paid apps absolutely free. That's right, you pay nothing else. You get $30 of free paid apps. Imagine the fun you can have with that. Help support this and every other podcast on our network and help yourselves to savings by having your purchases delivered right to your front door by shopping Amazon via GearNetwork.com.
From the Gear Network studios, once again, here's John and Dawn.
Hi, Eric. I just saw your Facebook post. I just saw the Facebook post here.
Terrible. It's fantastic. I love it.
Do not, but a friend of mine does. Mike, is that?
Yeah.
Mike.
I just asked him if he could call us.
I am throwing your name out there right now.
You know what happens when they say a friend of mine does.
Yes. By friend, if by friend he means him.
If by friend
yes.
he means his vajenko,
Yeah.
then give us a call.
You know what? I kind of have an idea of what a vajenko guy would sound like.
Eric, I kind of enjoyed your dinner the second time coming up.
Hello.
That's what you think a vajenko guy
I
would sound
have
like.
a vajenko.
I don't think so. I think it would sound more like a scary, like, pedophile-looking weirdo or something.
I like comic books
So like Alan
and
Rickman,
vajenko.
Yes.
What? I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm
Or,
allowed to say
or
it.
I don't even know who that is.
Or maybe a cop.
Huh?
Or maybe a cop.
A cop?
It could be a cop.
It could be a cop.
Yeah.
It's always the ones you don't expect.
I got a fart. All right. While Eric continues his search here, let's talk just very briefly.
You don't have to.
About professional wrestling here, since we've got the wrestlers here. Eric.
Yes, sir.
You've been posting.
Yep.
I'm going to ask the hard-hitting questions here. The question everybody wants to know.
He's going to punch you in the face.
Yes.
Who's going to punch you in the face?
You're going to punch him in the face. With a question.
Punch him in the face.
Hard-hitting.
That's
Hard-hitting.
Hard-hitting.
punch him in the face with love.
At least you're not going to kick my kidney into the mouth of a Pennsylvania.
It was an accident. It only happened once.
Listen, he kicked your kitten. That's some like Farouk Ahmed Johnson stuff.
Have you seen the video of that match?
What, Ahmed Johnson?
I fought Xavier Fate down in ACWA and PA in what we called a fight with honor exhibition because our opponents didn't show up.
Okay.
And so we're going back and forth and we start exchanging kicks and I kick him once and he kicks me once and I kick him once and then he kicks me. And my kidney ended up somewhere over there.
Listen, well, you know what? If your kidney ended up somewhere over there, it's probably because of the way you drop your elbow off the top rope.
You know what? I drop an amazing elbow.
Especially in slow motion.
As I'm
looking up at it, like, you know what? He's kind of high, and that's going to hurt.
Listen.
But it didn't, and it was soft.
It didn't.
Listen, Eric's taken plenty of my elbows.
I have.
He can tell you. I think maybe one or two times in my entire career that I legitimately drop the elbow off the top rope from somebody. You know how high I used to get.
Yeah, everybody that I've dropped an elbow on, I've thrown it hard on, except for Fate because I love him and I didn't want to kill him.
No.
Yeah, it was Rob Schultz.
Rob Schultz.
when I dropped the elbow up on him, I holy crap, your friend,
my friend,
Gotta say this.
wants the number.
Yo.
So what I'm gonna do right now, before we go back into the wrestling talk here, we're gonna take a quick station identification, and we're gonna come back with this phone call.
Well, maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
Hopefully,
we'll see. If it doesn't work out, then F you, Mike.
If it doesn't work out, we'll just cut this part out of the show.
Or something. Station identification. This is the Gear Radio Network. GearNetwork.com. Caller, you are on the air with who am I speaking?
This is Mike.
Mike, how's it going, Mike? This is John from the Get Ready America podcast here on the Gear Radio Network. How's it going?
Good. What's going on, John?
Good. Dawn, can you say I make sure he can hear you?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, you heard her. And of course you know Eric, right?
Hi, Mike.
Yes.
It's Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Just got awkward.
Long time no see, bud.
Yep.
Okay. So, Mike, here's the deal. On this very podcast, we have had discussions at length for the course of the week. It happened accidentally, and the best things happen organically. We stumbled in our news segment on a item called the vajankle. Are you familiar with the vajankle?
The vajankle?
Yes.
Is that like a... What the...
That's exactly what you think it is.
It is exactly what you think.
No way!
It's an ankle. It is an ankle with a vagine built in. And you proceed to do things with the vagine on the ankle that you would, hypothetically speaking,
for the next day.
Right. So what we're trying to do is find people with foot fetishes to see if A, this would be a product that they would try, and B, ask why.
Okay.
So is this a product that you would try?
So you're telling me I could have me a foot at any time that I want it?
Right. Yes, you would go to this company and you would buy a vajankle. It would come to you, and it would feel it. Dawn, as it was described, it feels like a foot.
It feels like a foot, like real skin, smooth. You can get it customized with skin tone. You can even move the opening if it's not to your liking. So you can move it from the top of the ankle, like in between the toes, if that's your thing. Or perhaps underneath the foot. I don't know where you like to...
So let me ask this:
Well,
why the foot fetish? What is it about the feet? What is it about the feet that just does it for you?
What is it? I don't know. They're feet. They're sexy.
Okay.
Have you ever come across a foot that you were just like, I will not touch that?
Not really.
Really?
So you could see some dry ass feet with some yellow ass.
Well, no, okay, There's
okay. What about a man's foot? Do you draw the line at a man's foot?
No, not really.
Oh.
No, not really.
Listen.
It's strictly a female foot thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
I thought you went the other way on that.
All right, that was gonna be an entirely different question, I'm afraid, Mike. If you left it at that. So we are joined here, of course, by Eric Emanon and Xavier Fate. Eric, why don't you say something? Do you have any questions?
This is amazing. I'm so glad. Thank you for helping us out in such a.
I got a question though, and this is kind of very important for the foot fetish crowd. Can we get these vajankles modeled after like certain celebrities' feet and things like that?
No, that's a good question. It's great that you asked that. That is a very good question. I'm going to defer to. I'm going to defer to my co-host here, who actually touched up on this a few episodes ago. different things. She was reading the comments essentially off of the actual website, which is hysterical. I recommend reading that if you want a good laugh. But Dawn, will you? What were some of the things? Do you remember?
All right. While she's looking that up, I do have a question though. On the area of Megan Fox, how do you feel about her toe thumb?
That's a toe thumbs up.
What was that?
That is a toe thumbs up.
Yes. Okay. Because I had to ask, because you know that they had like ads for her like sitting in a bathtub, and apparently they had to Photoshop her thumb because her thumb looks like a big toe.
Jesus Christ, serious?
Thumb wrestle means, or toe looks like a thumb wrestle means.
So like that's literally a question that's been on my mind, and I've always wanted to ask that, but like that's amazing.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's
Mike,
nice. That's different.
Mike, do you follow sports at all?
No.
Okay, then never mind. This question would be irrelevant then. I was going to touch upon Buffalo Bills head coach Rex Ryan and his well-known foot fetish, and if you supported him or were against him for that, but I digress. Dawn, you have something here.
You can customize them. It doesn't go as far as to say whether or not you can customize them for a celebrity, but it does say you can customize them to fit your preference, versus, how you like the toes to look, long or short. I don't know. Nail polish color, wide feet, narrow feet,
Those
perhaps. What's your preference?
A little midway.
So there's more cushion for the pushing, or do you like a narrow skinny
a wide foot is nice to have once in a while.
I bet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would think, it's more room to cover.
I literally, I haven't. I'll
do you like to go in between the toes or just along the foot? I'm sure.
I've been waiting for something like this for a while, folks.
Right in the toes, right? I mean, I would think
it depends on the length of the toes.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is great.
Do you find some women get freaked out when you tell them this?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. I'm just saying.
Since we're all being honest.
It freaked me out when I came across that.
Okay. Mike, I'll tell you this right now. When I wrote the show, and by wrote the show, I mean I just opened a beer. I didn't really write the show, but I had no idea. I was going to talk about sports and professional wrestling, and for some reason, the Vajankle came out. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for pinch hitting and calling in and responding to.
Oh, no problem.
I know. Just throwing this out there. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas next year.
I'm into Funko Pops. If you want to get me some Funko Pops,
nope.
My birthday is like
no Funko Pops.
May the 4th be with you.
Have you looked up the Vajankle yet while we're on this call?
Nope. I will
look it up. You gotta look it up.
I got it.
You should go on to Google right now and look at it.
Oh, I'd
Now, what if it looked like a severed foot? Would you still be okay with that?
I'm gonna Google that shit right now.
Okay. Let me know, because we have other feet that are just feet without necessarily an opening and like legs attached. I'm curious if you would prefer that or if you like having that opening. And apparently it's dishwasher safe too.
You put it in the dishwasher like Oprah Slater do.
You just be like, "Hey babe, can you wash my vajankle for me?"
Oh my God, this is great.
Goddamn woman, you doing the dishes, goddamn it. You throw the vajankle in there right now.
Most guys
that
like,
one pair has
like
heels.
nice boobs or nice ass.
He's got it. He's looking at him.
Oh, that's great.
So is this something you're into?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get in on that.
Right where it is, or would you want to move that?
No,
more than one opening.
That spot kind of gives you a good presentation.
Would it be better if it had like a butthole in between the toes?
A toe butt?
A toe butt?
That's weird.
At the base of the heel.
Yeah. He's saying, the vajankle? No, that's not weird at all. But you add a butthole to it, and now, damn it, that's it. That's it.
But I mean, it's kind of pricey. It's like $100. What is it? Like $175 without the shoe.
Oh Lord.
As is, so you get to customizing, adding shoes, some nail polish, different skin tone. I mean, that's a lot of money, but in the same, it would last you a lifetime, right?
Or, at least 48 hours, which I'm pretty sure that's where it would go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Plus the word butt-jankle,
All right.
not marketable.
All right, I'm going to have to wrap this up now, but Mike, thank you again for pinch hitting and stepping into this call.
Hey,
and,
no problem, guys.
All right, I appreciate it. You have a good night.
Bye, Mike. I'll see you soon.
Hey, you too, guys. See ya.
Jesus Christ, Eric. Eric, you...
I came through in the clutch.
That was good.
That was...
we had some questions that were burning that I had to ask, and I feel complete now.
This is legitimately, of the 21 episodes prior, this segment right here is the greatest segment in the history of Get Ready America. It's going to be very, very difficult to top, so
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
We'll try with...
There's got to be other weird fetishes out there we can look into, John.
All right, we will come back.
Fate's one-liners.
All right, great. Yes, Fate's one-liners. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with more of Fate's one-liners and the wrestling talk, and perhaps I don't know. I really don't know. I've got nothing at this point.
I'm curious. I'm curious if my feet would be acceptable. Now I want to know. Do I have on my feet attractive, or would they not be?
Can you get off my... Would you my foot?
I need to send them a picture.
Oh, good God.
Do I?
Here goes. There goes. I'm going to be pressing these goddamn F7 button all night now. I may just let it ride. Jesus Christ.
Would you my foot? I need to know. As your
listen. Let me just state for the record. Here. Hello, Dawn.
Yeah.
I would your foot.
I thought you would.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Get Ready America on the Gear Radio Network.
Slightly swept off my feet, and if my toes could speak, they say we will not be anywhere but growing in with yours.
I say you're so beautiful.
Hey, Gear listeners, are you looking for some new music? This month's Song of the Month is You're So Beautiful, from the soundtrack to one of my favorite new shows, the hit Fox TV show Empire. You can purchase this song on Amazon MP3 or iTunes for $1.29, or purchase the full deluxe album for just $13.99 by visiting GearNetwork.com/Song of the Month and selecting the link. This is an easy way to support our network, and as always, your support goes a long way in keeping all of our podcasts free.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I am Ryan Wolf.
It's Mr. Perez.
And I have a question for you, Perez.
What's your question?
Do you like to listen to people talk about sports?
No. Of course I like sports and listening to people talk about sports.
Well, guess what? I have the perfect solution for you.
Solution for me?
There's a podcast on this very network.
This network?
Every single week you can hear it.
Really?
New content, latest and breaking news. We talk about baseball, football, hockey, basketball, soccer, UFC, whatever you want to talk about.
So sports in general.
They talk about sports in general. You got it.
I like it.
You know the dictionary.
I like it.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
I must say, tune in. We are better live than dead.
You're not.
Every single week. You're not going to want to miss it. Exclusively here on the Gear Radio Network.
Hey, Don, how's it going?
Living the dream. I'm actually just getting ready to do this commercial.
Oh, you mean the commercial where I tell our listeners to tune into Gear Network every week to listen to our show, Get Ready America? That one?
Yeah, John, that's the one.
They can also listen to us talk about news, sports, whatever's on our minds, that.
And a little of what's on our listeners' minds, but they're just too nice to say it.
Well, that, Dawn, is a real humdinger. Come join us this and every week for Get Ready America exclusively on the Gear Radio Network.
And the Gear Network app.
From the Gear Network studios, once again, here's John and Dawn.
Welcome back to Vajankle America, everybody, and
I don't think that's the name. Actually,
no.
A rebranding is good.
Yeah.
Rebranding is good.
That means I got to redo everything I just did.
Oh, Lord. Yes, no. It's Get Ready America. You all know it. Dagnabbit. But
Get ready, Vajankles.
All right. So before our segment was so rudely interrupted, it actually wasn't rudely. It was seriously probably one of the greatest things to ever happen on this show.
Yes.
But before we were distracted with the call.
Amazingly distracted.
Yes,
That was
yes.
great.
Thank you again for that, Eric. We were gonna talk about some wrestling, and Eric. Okay, so the hard hitting question I was gonna ask you. You put it out there earlier this week that this may be your last. As a press recording, we are recording on a Saturday night. Kayfabe Dojo's show is on Sunday tomorrow. You put out there that this may possibly be your last match in Rochester.
I hate you.
Yeah, and it's kind of stems from, outside of wrestling, a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't understand that I don't just, wake up on a Saturday morning, go to a show, go to sleep Sunday to next Friday. There's a family involved there. I got, 2 beautiful kids and, a beautiful wife that, I love very, very much. And, she helps me and supports me in my dream. And, I got to help her and support her and hers. And she's got a awesome career opportunity ahead of her that could put us down south. That would still put me with the ability to travel all over, like I have. And I've been to Indiana, and, I'm going to be in Pennsylvania later this month.
Every time you say Indiana, I'm going to play the Jackson 5s going back to Indiana.
Going back to Indiana. Well, we it's funny, we wrestle in a production house, too, when we're out there. So it's, it's kind of fun. And we have a great time out there, and... we always have a great time on the road, and the IndyCard Mafia always has a blast wherever we go. And
I have to get one of those shirts, by the way.
Absolutely,
I have proclaimed myself, whether you like it or not, I'm the godfather of the IndyCard Mafia because I'm old. So I need a shirt.
I don't know why I didn't bring you one tonight. I
don't know why you didn't.
I have a box of them sitting right there.
Yeah, you bastard.
Like 4 times by accident.
Yeah, you
didn't kick it on accident.
You bastard.
So, yeah, I mean, it's like, the potential for my last match to happen in Rochester this Sunday, my wife's got an awesome career opportunity that could move us down south, and, it all balances out to money at that point. When we're on the indies, we don't make a full living. We make enough to kind of break even most of the time. Some of the times, you're going to get an extra handful of, dollar bills, and, you've won that weekend, but, the next weekend when you're on the road, you're just going to spend that money, doing the same thing that you love to do. So, it's one of those things where I can't, stripping. We have four ring posts instead of one pole. We might as well be glorified strippers. But like
you've gone down from long tights to freaking skimpies.
Trunks.
His skimpies like, hey, I'm Eric. Look at my ass.
You know what? Squats for days. My legs still hurt from the squats last Thursday. Wednesday. Thursday. Wednesday. One of those days. Wednesday. Anyways.
No, it was Thursday.
Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, I mean...
Called me at midnight.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take pre-workout way too late at night. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's just the whole move, potentially down south, it could be happening by the end of May.
Okay.
I think it's the beginning to middle of May we would find out. I think end of April is when we actually find out, and then kind of start making the transition all through May, and then going into June is when everything would kind of happen. So we would be leaving the Rochester area, which I mean it's kind of a blessing and a curse. It gives us the potential to see new areas, get away from this godforsaken snow that we deal with 9 months out of the year. It feels like, and there's a lot of potential feds to work for down there. I've actually already I got a contact I'm working with down there on getting a few spots. Even if I'm not going to be living down there, I'm still making those connections just in case we ever decide to go down there.
That's a good idea.
Of course.
Then at that point, we may have paid bookings for. A couple weekends that we're not working, which seem to be few and far between now.
Yeah, I love that.
So,
well, that's a good thing.
Absolutely,
and that's what I got to say about wrestling nowadays versus when I broke in. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as blessing and a curse. Not to steal what you said, but blessing and a curse that there are so many out there that you can essentially pick and choose.
Yeah.
Which ones you can go and do. Like if you're going just for the hell of working somewhere,
absolutely,
you're not really going to get very far, and you're not going and you're limiting yourself if you're working shindy after shindy after shindy.
CPW.
Well, it's funny you say that. With New York, with the way the athletic commission works and the licensing, you know firsthand how that works. You look at Rochester right now. Mm-hmm. There is one Fed when you think Rochester. That's Upstate Pro Wrestling, UPW.
Right.
everyone there, amazing work they put out. You've got a great promotion that's been running forever. You know, anybody that's wanted to work in Rochester wants to work UPW. You know, same with Kayfabe Dojo Wrestling. It's kind of like the offshoot of UPW.
You know, I get that, and I get the concept. I hate the term developmental.
Yeah.
For an indie fed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a pet peeve of mine. Indies are glorified developmentals
Absolutely.
for wherever you want to go. So you can't have a developmental to a developmental. It's
in that defense, it's kind of like, you know, the single A to the double A. That's the way I look at it. It's, you know, it's
okay, fair enough.
It gives farm system. It gives everybody that who is coming up in the business, it gives them the opportunity to get in front of a smaller crowd instead of going in front of, you know, 300 to 500 to a 2,000 to a 2CW, you know, size crowd.
Right.
And, you know, it gives them the option to go out there and tool their characters, you know, get comfortable in their skin. And, you know firsthand, when you develop your character originally, you don't know how it's going to translate out there or how it's going to feel when you're out there. So when you actually get the, you know, you get the feel, you know, that's when, you know, you get the nod and you're like, okay, well, I think you're good enough for the main roster. And I compare like KDW to NXT. You know, everybody that's there has a ton of talent, but they're very young in the business. And, you know, they're being trained by, a bunch of great people over there at the UPW school.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's one of those places I wish I could spend more time because, you know, you get to see their mindset and the way things develop over there, and it's different everywhere you go. There's always going to be people who train differently, who work differently. I mean, we found that out when we worked in Indiana. Everyone out there works the the TV style of work. It's very slow and slow pacing. You know, one punch and everybody sees it. You know, it's not kick punch suplex.
It's not like East Coast sequences.
Yeah. Right.
So you know it's
so weird. I gotta say it's. I don't want to say it's so weird. Almost a sense of pride, and it also kind of gives away, you know, that old feeling that I have. You know what I mean? Because I remember you sitting in the crowd watching me.
Absolutely, RCW.
And I was talking even before that.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I was watching you. I remember when I was a kid. I was probably 7 or 8, maybe even a little older than that.
Oh God!
And what was it? Early 2000s. So I was probably like 10 or 11 then. I was probably like 10.
Okay.
And I remember watching you on New Millennium when you first started. Mm-hmm. And I would always throw elbows off my couch onto my little brother. I was like, I'm JC Money! Boom!
So basically nothing.
His little brother, by the way, the host of Better Live Than Dead, Ryan Wolf.
We used to beat the hell out of each other because of New Millennium Wrestling. So, you know, and then we met Bad Dog Bobby Rogers, and he took us to the first ever Kayfabe Dojo show, which happened outdoors. And that was, I'll never forget that. That was my first indie experience. And, you know, it kind of...
I wrestled twice that night. It's that in UPW's entire history, and you got to understand, UPW was Kayfabe Dojo. The original Kayfabe Dojo went to RPW, went to NWA Upstate, went to NWA New York, became UPW.
Yeah, they have
You go through that
history.
entire history. The first match in that company's history. This guy, the first champion in that company's history. This guy with a belt that's still downstairs. I still have that belt downstairs.
I remember.
So yeah. So
that was that outdoor show where the ring broke twice.
The ring broke twice. The ring broke. It was funny. I was going up for my top rope elbow. I think it was against Fusion. I was wrestling, and this was before I hopped on the top rope to avoid this kind of crap.
Yeah.
But so I step on the bottom rope and thump, it goes down, and I'm looking.
I remember that it dropped,
and I just looked and I was like, and then I jumped up on and then did the elbow off there. But yeah, you make me feel old, Eric. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you and you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
So, all right, Xavier Fate. Yes, now, you are a relative unknown in the Rochester area.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And so tomorrow, I'm assuming you're going with Eric.
Yes, sir.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm not, but I will be ringside for my boys' match.
You have your gear with you, I assume, right?
Of course.
Okay, good, because that's the golden rule. I mean, even if I were to go to a show now, I'd probably have my gear with me.
Absolutely.
I know I would have my gear with me.
Your Gear Network? Hey! Whoa! So, Fate, tell the Rochester crowd a little bit about yourself.
24 years of age. I like long walks on the beach. drinking
Vajankles.
beer, punching people. No. No.
We have learned that Xavier Fate has a soft spot for vajankles.
Yep.
No, vajankles are a soft spot.
Listen,
I don't
I'll
need
tell you what.
massage.
If I ever, one of the things that I was always notorious for, Eric can tell you this too, during my matches, is I would do something to make someone break character.
Yep.
Every single
I've
match.
continued that tradition too.
I used to. It was notorious for throwing out one random vulgarity.
Well, now we know what that would be for him.
If
Somebody
I
yells out vajankles,
if I ever came back and you and I and you and I were in the ring, I guarantee you at some point I would drop the vajankle on you.
I would tap out.
Whether it's a literal or figurative one.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just saw the finish.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear God.
Where? The money shot?
Knock him down, ready? Money shot, and then you go,
Ew.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time for the vajankle lock.
Shut up, Eric.
Oh, it happened. It
hate
happens.
you.
It happens.
I hate you.
You hate me? It's
hate
okay.
you.
Continue telling them
It
about
could be,
yourself.
you know,
It's all
it
about
could be
you.
really funny in a tag
Other
match.
than
Is
your foot
someone
fetish.
puts him in a vajankle in an ankle lock, and then someone stands next to him
Armpits, actually.
with the vajankle going, "Hey, look!" Or, I don't know, whatever.
Jeez.
I
I
don't
feel like I need to buy a vajankle just for that spot.
Indeed.
I bet that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
You
what it
would
is.
bump the vajankle.
I would.
Oh, yeah, but
I
the thing
really
about
would.
it is
I
would he
DDT
bump
the
would he
vajankle.
bump the vajankle and then his man juice that was already in there come squirting out? You nasty ass!
I hope you wrestle Gabe Soul. That's terrible.
I
we have
farted
to
on
do
him.
that next show.
I farted on
I'm
it.
gonna continue that.
Okay, listen. You know what? Iron Sheik may have something to say to Gabe Soul.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Gabriel Soul, I want to let you know, you are a no good Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and the Jesse Money, he farted on you. But the Xavier Fate, he's a good man, and he's gonna come to you in the ring under Deacon when you tag match with the Fallen and the IndyCar Mafia, and they put the vajankle lock on you, make you humble, and then you respect Iron Chick and the vajankle lock, yo Allah, yo Alama.
Thank you.
I have not done a Sheik impersonation in over a year.
That's great.
So, all right. So before we go ahead and kick it to commercial break, I'm just gonna say this: Fate, ECPW.
ECPW, Keith Zimmer, Little Daddy, no, Corey DeMaurier, everything about that company and its existence.
And if you down with ECPW, then you too.
That's some Tupac, man.
Right there. I had to jump in on that last bit.
All right, amazing. We are gonna go to commercial break. When we come back, either one or both. Don's news or random facts. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Get Ready America on the Gear Radio Network.
This podcast is sponsored by GearNetwork.com/Amazon. Help keep our podcast free. Stop through Amazon. We thank you. Good night now.
Looking for us on social networking? Look no further. Twitter, Gear Network. Instagram, Gear Network. We are not just posting pictures of food and selfies, by the way. It's actually good stuff on Instagram. Facebook.com/Gear Network. iHeartRadio, search Gear Network. Spreaker.com/Gear Network. And, of course, GearNetwork.com. And we are back. JCDC, IndyCar Mafia, and now it is time for the brand new segment, Dawn's Useless Facts. I'm going to cue the bumper right now. And Dawn, go ahead.
All right, I don't have a ton of useless facts right now.
All right.
I only have a few. Only a few. So, did you know that you can work off all those beers you're drinking by banging your head against the wall? It actually will burn 150 calories an hour.
I
I
volunteer Eric to try that.
I
too.
volunteer to distribute.
I volunteer.
I can't whistle.
Did you know
Wiggins.
that nutmeg is extremely poisonous if you inject it intravenously?
I did know that as well.
I really want to know who figured that out. That's what I want to know. Who was like, you know what? Let me see.
Well, if he died, how can he tell people?
Somebody saw him like, oh, what happened?
Hey, is Steve boiling nutmeg over there? You shouldn't inject that.
Wait, Steve who?
Maybe somebody tried to put it into like heroin or something.
Right? That's a good call.
I think my reference just went right over your head, didn't it?
Steve who?
I wish it was Shadow.
I mean, there's a lot of
Okay, thank you.
I was gonna say something.
If not, then definitely because she's injecting some shit into her veins. Speaking of which, she's a perfect
I don't know if
segue
this is like
into talking about how much do you think that an average man ejaculates, not just into because that's a lot.
Did this hour
I made it this far?
Did the second hour just become the JC Money Show Uncensored? What the hell happened?
Segment show now.
I'm thinking this might.
That's what that is.
Holy hell!
It is the first ever joint podcast of yourself.
Oh,
that's amazing.
How much do you think that a man will ejaculate on average in his lifetime?
I'm still not over that last comment you made.
Let's.
Because I was kind of surprised.
7 ounces.
Let's put it into quarts. How many quarts?
How many
quarts?
12 quarts.
14.
See, because it's 18, and I thought that seemed like
closest.
I thought it seemed like a small amount. I don't know.
If we were on the Price is Right,
milk, that is not a small
but
amount.
a quart is like the small amount.
If we were on the Price is Right now, Xavier Fate would be playing to win a car.
I was the asshole that bet $1. I was the asshole that bet $1.01.
Would you be the ass? But would you be the asshole that would bet like if Eric put $800, would you do 801?
801, Bob.
You know what?
Sorry, Drew.
You know what goes through other people's minds when that happens. Where it's like,
oh, I fully expect to get stabbed.
Ready?
Yes, I'll take 250, Bob.
You when you say that, and I hear 251, it's not bad. It's only bad when they go, all right, so this is the last item up for bid today, and then you get, I'm gonna, what's that?
What's the highest bid?
What's that? 300? Okay, I'm gonna do 300. And then you get like the old lady who just got up to contestant trust. What's the highest bid?
I would literally turn to her and stare her into the windows of her, whatever's left of her soul.
You said the highest bid's 300. I'm gonna do 301.
Oh, right in the neck.
I love it.
You want me to punch you right in the neck?
You get the guy who's been at contestants row the whole time. He's like, you know what, Drew? I think that this would be really good if I took my shirt off, but $1. Whole time, whole show.
There's
$2.
$1.
Matthew McConaughey.
I'd be the asshole that bets $2. I don't care. I'd somebody's dreams. I don't care.
$2. Fuck you, $2.
I'd be the $2.50. You mean $250? No, $2.50.
You got the little dot right on the screen,
We
too.
were watching one, like a vintage one, and they had like a mink. What kind was that?
It was a mink color. It was just like a.
It was some weird, like a muskrat or something.
Muskrat. That's what it was. It was a muskrat.
Muskrat.
Back in the day, apparently
Listen, it was
a thing.
It was 19. It was 19. I think the first Price is Right with Bob Barker, 1974 and 75. I'm a vintage junkie, and I find these things, and we watched it. And there was a muskrat coat.
They were bidding, and somebody's like $250, and then two more people were like, $2,000, $2,500, whatever, and then somebody's like $7,800, and you're just like, what the? Like where?
At that point, Bob Barker was like, "What the hell am I going to be doing for the next 50 years?"
So, on the note of Bob Barker, did anyone see the April Fool's joke that they played on The Price is Right, where they actually had Bob Barker come out?
No,
I'm sorry, it wasn't Bob Barker. It was the corpse of Bob Barker on strings.
But wait, Bob Barker's
like he was
still alive.
Like he was in an NSYNC video. You sure about that? Have you seen him recently?
No. Did you say an NSYNC video?
Yeah.
I want to listen to Bye 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 now.
Bye Bye Bye.
I just lost my black card.
You just lost your black
card.
Dude,
you lost your black card about 5 minutes before the podcast began.
He lost it about 5 minutes after he was born.
Actually, this is true. This is true. The yellow the yellow from the Asian, and like the sauerkraut from the German just mixed.
I'm just gonna throw this out there though. Have you ever taken a yellow marker right after you've drawn a fresh black line and you colored like on it, and you can't get yellow marker out of that anymore?
They went to write black on the birth certificate, and then they were like, "Oh no, that's up. That's not right."
Ron Wyler created.
Are you other not Hispanic?
Yes, actually.
Okay, all right.
It's the only thing I'm not.
You know what? And to bring up something from another gentleman who works, for the Gear Network, Mr. Perez, he brought up a great tweet. Why do you put white, not Hispanic? Clearly, I am white Hispanic.
Actually, that's believable.
Look at me.
That is believable. Aaron Hernandez.
Well, I didn't understand why he seemed to have such an issue with white, not Hispanic, but he didn't even seem to bat an eye at white Hispanic. Like, why would you not?
Why are you mixed?
Do you have more of a problem with somebody picking white, not Hispanic than white Hispanic?
Since this is an expanded edition, what the hell? I should text him and see if he'll call in.
Why not? Why not at this point?
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Pints of Guinness make
more facts.
All right, a couple more facts. This one's for our China listeners.
Oh, hello!
Hello, my people. How are
Actually
you?
goes to you saying, how do they understand us? Did you know that more people speak English in China than in the United States?
That's un-American.
I call bullshit.
Well,
Are you serious?
because Chinese people know.
Wait, hold on. Thanks, Obama. Okay,
Thanks,
go ahead.
Obama.
Yeah, that's all Obama.
Of course.
Because everybody knew English till Obama came around.
He's from Kenya.
Okay.
Can you dig it? Sucker!
All right.
I'm going to punch you in the throat.
Listen, I'm an Obama guy.
up, Aaron.
I'm an Obama guy. I can joke about it.
My last one. A female ferret will die if it goes into heat and cannot find a mate.
I better start rubbing against the vagina.
I mean, we've all been there, right? But this bitch will actually die if she doesn't get it.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I've had blue balls so bad. I think
A
it
female
might explode.
ferret.
A female ferret would die if she
Right.
goes in a heat.
And perhaps your friend can confirm that. Does he have female ferrets or male ferrets?
What friend?
Ezekiel.
I'm so sorry, Zeke.
Zeke.
Zeke?
Sorry.
Oh, Zeke. I don't know what he has.
He's got ferrets. Might have to ask him.
All right,
about
yes. You know what?
That's
Maybe
all
I
I
should
got
text him and have him
for
call
right
us.
now.
No, we're not gonna have another call.
I did come across this,
Is this facts or news?
which I know the guys couldn't wait to see.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saw a
You
butt.
guys were trying to see that, right?
Butts.
It's actually all about foot fetishes.
Oh,
that was a butt. That is leading me on. That is terrible. I do not like this.
So
Suck it up, youngin.
if you go further down, I came across this picture which
You got real pretty
struck
hair.
me as kind of weird. Because really, it's really small and it's gross looking, but apparently you can also get
There's a dick on the
for
screen.
anybody who wants a 3-inch penis with balls bigger than
I did
the
not
penis.
know we had a shadow cat sized dildo out there.
We
So,
do.
For all you ladies out there that have low standards.
If I wasn't a few pints of Guinness in right now,
And then
I probably would
if
have
you
freaked
want
out.
a limp one, because who doesn't want a limp penis?
Wait,
you
seeing
can
a
get
dick,
that too.
seeing a dick after like a couple pints of Guinness is normal now.
I mean, seeing a dick is normal because I'm in a f***ing locker room every weekend.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you want to see the dick.
Of all-
You're just like, oh, it's fine. It's just a dick.
Oh
No,
my
it's not
God.
fine.
That's
It's not
not
fine.
All the pictures on
I'm
the
done.
website, the one that really gets me is this one. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. What is that?
I know what that is. That is the 18-year-old's practice dick. That's what that is. It starts off small. Listen.
Oh my
There's
God.
a logic behind
Hold on.
There's a logic behind
I need
it.
to.
There's a logic behind it.
Before you,
I guarantee you don't know a bitch that waited till she was 18.
Actually,
Okay.
I know one.
I actually had a conversation.
I am so
You
sorry.
wrestle, so I'm telling
I'm
you that
so
those
sorry.
girls did not wait till they were 18 to start
I can
that.
guarantee you.
I technically didn't legally.
Then you didn't meet her in
wrestle until I was
wrestling.
18. Amen to that.
Hey.
Zane Jiu-Jitsu does stuff, man.
Is that,
Zane Jiu-Jitsu does stuff.
I stayed away from.
I don't-
number
I
12.
What I should have said is nobody you know in the wrestling business waited.
Oh, no,
Touche.
they're fucking sluts, no.
Touche.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I say that out loud? I'm not sorry.
That's you see that red light right there, right?
Does that mean we're recording?
That
And
means
if you
we're
like,
live.
if you like
Holy
debating
shit.
uncertain-
Holy is cryptic
You can get that.
Oh,
too.
come on!
That is more than I ever needed to know.
Oh, Jesus! Why?
I knew
why,
there was something.
Why do I
about-
know?
Why?
Why do I know? Because Jules decided to whip his dick out at me
That
in the
doesn't
middle of
surprise
changing.
me.
No. I was lacing up my kick pads. For some strange reason, he decides, hey, you know what? This is a good place to get changed. G-string and all, dick swinging around
G-string.
me, almost landed on my shoulder. I freaked the out.
Okay, hold on. Can we just all agree that looks like a picking blanket?
Can we just all agree I never want hot dogs again?
Never want to see that. I never
That was
want to see
terrifying.
If I'm telling you right now, John,
So wait,
if
that's
that's
not
what you
normal.
pulled out, it would have been done. I
No.
would have left.
Okay,
Done.
I gotta throw this out there. Don, I'm
No.
sorry. On behalf of men, I'm sorry. Because here's the thing. Women...
How's this
women,
starting
hold on.
off? I'm
Shut
so
up, shut
scared.
up.
I have no.
Women
I'm like
do
done.
not
I'm
have
done.
a choice. They don't have a choice until they're just looking down the
Right.
barrel of it. Like, they don't have, like
you know
this is
what?
like,
I want my
And I'm
vagina to look like
staring
roast
down
beef.
the barrel of a 45.
at the beginning of a date, like,
We're doing
That's
I'm
right. I
sorry.
just shined down you, man.
I'm so sorry, because, like, at the beginning of a date, like, it should just be like, this is what we're working with. Like, you're either in or you're out.
Well, because they want vagina lips when you think about it. It's either,
Yeah,
it's
but
either
it's
roast beef or like tight knit.
I think I should be able to ask, like, do you have kids? How big's your penis? Is it circumcised? What way does it hang?
Well, here's the, no, but you know what? I'll tell you what.
Like in the normal, like, do you have kids? What kind of job do you
but hold
do?
on, but hold on. Now, if you say you should be able to ask that, but heaven forbid a guy says, "Hey, what's your bra size?"
You can tell what my bra size is. I can't tell how big your
34C.
penis is. No, it's way bigger.
I guess. See,
Yes.
I can't tell. I proved
Yes.
the point. I
Yes.
proved the point.
So,
Okay.
but no, seriously though, like women, it's like
He almost broke. I
It's like-
almost
it's like-
broke out the super kick right
Right,
now.
I
First time in 3
laughed.
years, almost broke it out
On me?
on you.
I gotta say though, like literally, like it's one of those things where it's like you don't know, like we know what we're bringing to the table, and if it's just like this nasty like roots growing out, like,
Could you imagine, like, you know, you showed the little 3-incher right there.
Right.
I mean, like a little Mr. Asian Wong.
I
Be
would
like,
rather see a 3
Oh.
incher than this.
I gonna show her.
Bring me your 3 inches.
dude, that
before
is
you
like
bring
on.
this shit
That
to
is.
me.
I mean, how?
I wouldn't know what to do with that.
that looks like an
How?
amoeba.
I would be like,
Speaking
you
of-
just brought me some sausage that's trying to
How?
poke out of
Speaking
its
like
casing.
branches growing out of shit like Groot dick.
Groot dick.
Did you know that dudes can get blue waffle?
I don't
What?
even know what that is.
Yeah. Have you ever
Oh
seen?
no! Hey,
Google
go
it.
on, go on,
Google
Google
it.
it and
What
hit.
is
I'm feeling
that?
like that.
Hold on.
well, right now it looks like a bunch of them.
Oh,
there's a bunch of dicks
A
on
bunch
there.
of dicks.
what's that?
That is something I don't.
That
need
is
to see
just
anymore.
like some dude
Oh,
with seg balls.
okay. I was really confused for a second. There's a little thing underneath it. There's like a pedestal on it. I was really
Well, it's to
confused.
hold it up for you.
I'm good. No.
Please
got
delete
my
your
own
search history
situation.
before our daughter takes your iPad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look up blue waffle and then
Okay.
hit. I'm feeling
I'm
lucky.
scared to do that.
Blue
You should
waffle.
be.
I'm feeling lucky.
Is there an even?
Holy
Is there even I'm feeling lucky
Oh.
option on there? Blue waffle.
She said you. She thinks you said, "Is there any bill?"
All right, hold on.
Close enough.
Let's. Well, I'll talk to the bitch Siri. Hold on.
What's a blue waffle?
Oh,
Siri.
Siri here. How may I help you? Here's what I found on the web for what's a blue waffle.
oh, don't go to answers.
Yeah, don't go to answers. Answers isn't right. You need Google Images.
Can you show me a picture of blue waffle?
What shall I find for you? On the web for what's up?
A picture of blue waffle.
Searching Google for images of a picture of blue waffle.
Oh my God!
All
I'm
right,
tuned
let's
in.
see what blue waffle is.
This is fantastic.
It's a blue waffle. You
No.
No. You have safe search on.
Oh my God, what is
There
that?
we go.
That's a blue waffle.
Wait, what?
That doesn't really happen.
That
Yeah,
really
it
happens.
Really
What the-
happens.
Holy!
That is a real thing.
What the hell is that?
Have I ruined lives? Have I ruined lives? Please tell me I've ruined lives.
What the hell?
Ew. Okay, so I mean, a girl
Wait,
could be bringing that to the table.
Why
too.
is the? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Why is the tag on that photo SK Designs?
Bang bang.
Get off my.
Turn the thing off. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I don't even know what that is or how you get it, but what the f***?
Here, look at that one. Look at that one. Enjoy that one.
I hate your guts. I swear to God.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I am tuning up the band right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing recognizable.
I'm telling you right now, if you hear a thud, that's my foot meeting Xavier Fate's chin.
Oh, look, dude with blue waffle.
That's oh my God.
That's the thing.
What the f? Holy
He has like 17 testicles. Like,
holy shit.
And none of them...
But wait. His dick is crooked to the right, too.
That's your concern.
Why was that the part that bothered you?
I don't know, but it's
not
like...
the little Godzilla from 2000 pus balls on the side of his balls.
You leave
John's more focused on the penis
You
than
leave
the balls,
Godzilla
apparently.
2000 alone, goddammit.
It was fucking terrible.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Do you think...
That's a blue waffle asshole.
Why are we looking at blue waffles?
No, because like
Don, do you have news?
I hate myself.
Is there news, or are we just done? Is it a lost cause now?
We've lost. Nope. Home.
Holy. Oh my god!
Wow, that escalated so quickly. Fate, tell us about where you trained.
Oh yeah, I started off at the Chikara Wrestle Factory in Philadelphia.
Oh my god!
And then I moved.
And then he jobbed a little Daddy C.
No. Wait, did I? No. I got pinned by Draven. Draven.
That's even worse.
Listen, here's the thing. You know what? It's funny. Now we're circling it wrestling. There's a guy there. His name is Draven, right? You know that Gabriel...
he ain't the real Draven.
Yeah, the real Draven is Gabe Saint.
The real Draven will stab a guy.
So that whole Draven, the one and only, that's bullshit.
Say it the one and only all put together like you're...
Yeah.
So it sounds like the one and only.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you? It says that the blue waffle, that the the odor coming from you is so distinct and pungent that you can actually notice it from a distance.
Oh boy.
Great.
A distance, like you can walk by a bitch and be like, "What the f was that?"
Of course,
some French toast down there.
Of course, Xavier Fate probably walks by and be like, "Oh, blue waffle." And then walks away.
And I walk away like, yeah, no.
Pints of Guinness.
Not today.
I swear to God, I wish I knew about blue waffle when I was in Buffalo as a heel.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
When I was in Buffalo as a heel, if I knew about blue waffle, Jesus Christ, the promos that I would have cut. I'll tell you that.
Well, on that note, I will be wrestling in Buffalo on the 18th.
And I will not be.
Blue waffle.
All right. Are we
done? Never young.
I think I'm just not even going to go to news at this point.
So,
right.
No, what do you got in news? I'm curious.
I don't even think I could. I mean, at
Does
this
this top
point,
the
it would be
vajankle?
like, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
It would just be
Is it
like,
a close
oh,
second?
great, a story about money. Woo.
Oh, no, I want to hear a story about money.
I like money.
Did you guys
JC
hear
money.
about...
I hate myself.
I hate myself even more.
Did you guys hear about all the money that spilled out of the... Was it a Brinks truck? One of the...
Wait, hold on.
Tell me somebody reenacted Grand Theft Auto.
Hold on. I got to cue the bumper music.
Relax.
Bumper.
Calm down.
Hey, shh.
Waffle.
Okay, go ahead.
So
No, nobody? Okay.
Assholes.
In Texas, one of it was a Brinks truck, apparently lost a bunch of money out of the back of the truck, an undefined amount. And it actually showed, because we saw it last night, a ton, at least 20 cars, right, pulled off on the side of the highway with people all over on the side of the highway scooping up this money.
Hey, Ma, we in the lottery. Let's go get us some vajankles.
Piles of money in their hand that they're trying to leave with. And then a police officer comes out and he's like, "That's not your money. If you have any money from this, you need to come return it." And then he went on to say that some people had returned the money, but only a small portion. So I'm thinking, exactly, you're like, well, just in case you got my license plate on that video, I'm going to be like, here, I got 50. That's all I got, $50.
That's all I grabbed.
It's
Meanwhile, $600 shoved in your pocket.
I'll tell you what, if you goddamn citizens don't return your goddamn money you picked up, so help me God, we don't know who you are, but we're gonna find you and we're gonna punish you by making you watch Cowboys games. Go ahead.
And then a professor from Drexel University, a law professor.
Woo, Pennsylvania.
She's actually under investigation for allegedly sending porn out to her students.
Good for her.
It
Right?
was sex ed.
She meant to send them an article for them to write a brief on.
Sure.
But instead she sent them a link to an article called She Loves Her Anal Beads.
Wait, was this a homemade porn?
This was an article to write a brief on, and it turned out to be an article they filled their briefs on.
Oh, well, Eric, very well done.
So it does make you wonder, was she looking up anal beads and she clicked the wrong link to copy when she sent that out? That's what I was wondering.
You know, I'm still very bothered by the fact that you identified one of those pictures as Cryptic Keegan's.
Yeah. So am I, trust me.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't even put him at fault because I've heard enough stories to know that he likes to whip it out in front of men. And I'm not saying what that means, doesn't mean I don't know, but I've heard many of these stories.
Means
So,
you gotta be by to get by.
Beep, bop, bop.
so apparently this is a
We're
problem.
glad you're feeling better,
Oh,
Jules, seriously.
And I came across, and this actually kind of reminded me of Ryan
I was
and
really
his
shaken
segment that he did on one of our All-In podcasts about things that people shove up them.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Right?
Tell me more. I'm
I
curious.
found a couple
No,
of
you're
interesting
not.
x-rays.
Oh, he is.
They have
Interesting
actual
x-rays. No, these are always
x-rays.
funny.
A key.
Okay, I can explain that one. See,
That was him.
That one was a treasure chest being lost on a deserted island. He was the only one that had the secret key.
I was gonna say they wanted to unlock happiness.
I hate you.
A light bulb. A light bulb. Wouldn't
light
you be
bulb?
afraid that was going to break?
No,
That's
no.
the expression, shove your idea up your ass.
I was gonna say they thought they had a great idea.
I would be afraid that would like bust open. I'd have glass up inside.
See, realistically, some people would say that was a idea because it was a light bulb up the ass.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else.
It doesn't say what hole it was stuck up. An iPod.
She says it wasn't
Okay.
saying what all it was stuck up.
Hold on. The speaker wasn't loud enough, so they wanted to amplify.
Are we coming up with funny captures for this?
I have an iPod right here.
All right,
Don.
so the iPod in the butt. What is that?
Well, it doesn't say butt.
Okay, so iPod ingested some way through an orifice in the bottom.
Shut up, Eric.
Shut up, Eric. I'm gonna say by Android. That's an ad.
That's
right there.
better. That's
an ad.
better right there.
Yeah.
That's
By
better.
Android.
There's one of the glass bottle, which I'm going to show you.
Oh, I gotta see this. Hold
But
on.
the two things that really have me concerned, because
Please tell me
we've
what's
seen
in the
this
bottle.
over and over. So apparently a glass bottle is normal, but
Okay.
one, it's shoved abnormally far up.
God
And
damn.
two, I can't figure out what the other thing in the picture alongside it is.
That is a coat hanger. It looks
That's
like. It
what
looks
it
like
looks
somebody
like.
tried.
Were
I
they
can't
trying
see
to
because
get
you
it?
have the ear.
It is. Oof.
It looks
I
like
think
somebody
they tried to
That's
retrieve it,
that's a
right?
coat hanger.
Somebody tried fishing that out.
That's a coat
So
hanger.
at that point, what I would say,
Just shove it in all the way and just give up.
what that looks like is gonna be here for a while. Grab a Snickers.
Snickers is what's going to come out of that.
A vibrator, which I've never heard of anybody actually getting a vibrator stuck inside them, but a vibrator.
I have heard that.
Which I'm not
It's
even
scary.
like I
Hey,
can. I can
now, by her- by-
kind of see, right?
By you have heard this,
By her-
do you mean you have experienced this?
Have you
Okay.
have you heard? Have you heard it?
Damn.
About the bird?
Do you want to call in?
But see, I even kind of get the like. I don't get it, but I can see how that one can happen. But then you get salad tongs stuck inside you from trying to retrieve it.
Okay, so
First off, that is impressive.
I gotta say, folks,
And that's
folks,
also abnormally
if you're
far
listening
up.
out there right now, I do not know what the hell she digs up. I'm finding everything out as it happens.
I'm
so.
really curious.
ready? Hold on. I
Seeing
have
number 6.
I have an amazing caption for this.
Just don't.
Get your unlimited salad and breadsticks at Olive Garden.
I thought it had
Shut up,
something
Eric.
to do with tossing the salad.
That's what I'm getting at. See?
Yeah. And then a peanut butter jar.
Wow.
Holy hell.
What
for
happened was
that.
they really got the dog excited.
Wow.
They really
Like
wanted the dog
peanut
up
butter
there just-
jars are pretty sizable.
You know,
Unless there were peanut butter to go.
What they were not, what this picture is not saying is it was shoved up the D hole.
it is peanut butter and KY jelly time.
And then we have another cell phone, but this cell phone was actually ringing when they did the extra. Somebody was
You know what?
calling.
It was probably them calling their phone.
I'll tell you,
Trying to find
the
it.
old problem.
I'm like, where's
Hey,
the
Mom!
fucking phone?
I lost my cell phone. Can you give it a ring?
That's one of the things that happened by accident.
Hey,
you don't know
Ma,
where you're sitting.
I feel this funny buzz in my my rear and yeah.
And somebody has a Barbie, but they took the head off at first.
They knew what they were doing.
Either that or the head fell off.
That could be.
Surprised it wasn't a Barbie's ankle.
Yep, that could be. And a Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear!
I'm wondering if it was one of like the vibrating Buzz Lightyears or just the regular Buzz Lightyear.
Well, that right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is to infinity and beyond. All right, let's cue the music. Good God, this has been like episode 22 and 23, all in one, ladies and gentlemen. Foot fetishes and wrestle talk. And Xavier Fate saying the F word 76 times.
Was it only 76?
Maybe.
77.
Shut up, Eric. All right, but seriously, though, thank you guys, IndyCar Mafia, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And Dawn, of course, as always, thank you for your contributions. And yes.
Boys and girls, please remember pints of Guinness make you strong.
Don't shove them inside you, though.
Oh,
You also Google blue waffle.
I will say this right now. I'm just going to say this right. Parents, if you are letting your children listen to this,
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
f*** you.
You're an
Okay.
asshole.
This is a copyrighted podcast of the Gear Radio Networks, and any rebroadcast or reproduction without the express written permission of the Gear Radio Networks is strictly prohibited.
And Ashley, if you can call and let us know how you got blue waffle, that'd be awesome.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am done, Don.
I haven't drank enough for this.
Don, he's friends with us, I think.
That's okay.
I don't care.
It's a podcast. We're going crazy.
Listen,
Everybody's drinking.
I have to be honest with you. I don't give a honestly. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. JC doesn't give a good goddamn. Because
It's all in character.
it's all in character. Sure, we'll use that excuse. All right, Don.
Remember, wrestling isn't wrestling.
Wrestling isn't wrestling.
Don, good day to you.
Good day to you.
Eric, good day to you.
Thank you, sir.
Xavier Fake, good day to you.
Of course,
Thank you, China.
Thank you, China. Hello, one person in Canada that's listening.
Canada. Thank you, Joni. We love your work.
So long, everybody.
Good night now.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.